Hi guys, and welcome back to my Vlogmas day, December the 19th. I've just got home from work. It's around 11:30. My feet are absolutely killing me, so I took my shoes off and I'm enjoying sitting down for a minute. I've got to take my makeup off, get my pajamas on, set my hair in rollers, maybe just have a sandwich and a hot tea, edit this video and send it on its merry little way to YouTube so you guys can enjoy it in the morning. And I gotta get up early because the vet's called and asked if it would be okay for Jael to come in tomorrow instead of the 22nd to get spayed and to get the mass removed. They said everything was fine when they got the test results back, that they think the spot by her heart was is fat. So I've asked them to help me make a plan for her to lose weight because my husband and I both give her people food too, and I know we shouldn't. So, and he's been walking her regularly now since we've taken her last week. Because when we used to live with my mom, she used to go to the river walk every day with her daddy, who would take her to walk every day. So she didn't get so heavy back then. And now that we live in the country, our house is right off a road. There's no sidewalks. There's not really anywhere to walk her, like to keep her nails trimmed, and unless we take her in the car and drive to like a doggy park, which I like doggy parks, but she can be aggressive to start with, and then once the other dogs start to smell her, she turns into like a snob and turns her head like this, like, I don't want nothing to do with you. It's hard to tell how she's going to act, so I don't like to take her. When she was younger, she wasn't so aggressive, and she's a mini pin, but she has to bark at everybody first and act like she's the boss, and then she'll play. But I don't want to take no chances of her being a grumpy old lady and bite somebody or attack a dog. Even though she's little, dogs still bite. You never know. So that's what tomorrow is, and then when I take her to the vet, I'll probably go back to bed for a little while, and then when I wake up, I'll start my day and do this tutorial I've been planning, and I can't wait to do it. So I'm going to get started with my Christmas tag. I've been planning to do this because it's hard to come up with little things for Vlogmas apart from vlogging my whole day. And as you've seen, I've not been able to vlog my whole day where I go shopping and this and that. I'm just doing videos here and there related to Christmas. So I thought I would do a Christmas tag, and I'm going to tag some people who have channels that I love to watch and hope that they'll do the tag. It's something fun, and if you have a channel and want to do the tag, go ahead and tag yourself and let me know that you've done it, and I'll come and check your video out because I love these. I love tags. I think a lot of people don't do them anymore, so I thought this would be something fun. And there's one out called the Holly Jolly Christmas, and I think I saw that on Vintage or Tacky's channel, and I was thinking about doing that one, but I changed my mind, so I'm just going to do this one, and I'm going to stop rambling so that this video is not 20 to 30 minutes long. So question number one, it has 16 questions, by the way. Question number one is, oh Lord. What was it's wanting you to ask you what your favorite Christmas movie is, and there are so many favorites of mine out there, from classics, black and white classics, to modern. So I have decided to change it to 3 favorite movies, and I picked 2 vintage ones and 1 modern one. The first vintage one is Christmas in Connecticut with Barbara Stanwyck and I forgot his name, and I didn't write it down. I meant to write him down. Anyway, it's about a war hero that I guess he's not allowed to eat solid food straight away because he was shipwrecked or something from his his submarine or something, and his nurse, his buddy, told him to be sweet with the nurse in order to get solid food. And so to keep him from eating the solid food, his nurse would read him an article written by a supposed to be Barbara Stanwyck married housewife with a child, all her recipes and things up throughout her day. And he believed that she was really married with a kid and cooking all these fabulous meals during her days. So he asked to meet her, or his nurse wrote to her wanting her to meet a soldier for a day or whatever. And Barbara Stanwyck wasn't married, didn't have a kid, she just wrote the article for money. And so she comes up with this plan to marry this other guy, and borrow a baby to pretend that she was really what her article claims that she was. And when she meets the soldier, you can tell she instantly falls for him, but she has to keep up the charade of that she's already married, and it's really funny and so cute. Like, I think it's on YouTube. You have, like, check YouTube and Netflix, because I just love it. And Barbara Stanwyck's one of my favorite actresses, and her outfits, every movie I've ever seen her in, the outfits are amazing. And this movie was from 1945, so like, it's my fashion, like, just would love to have a closet full of all the fashion from that time period. The second one is, and this one's on Netflix. I haven't rewatched it again because it's one of my favorites, so I'll probably watch it during the weekend or Christmas Day or something, or Christmas Eve while I'm wrapping presents. Which, by the way, I'm going to have to stop at work tomorrow because I bought a bunch of stuff this evening before we left, and I left my bag of stuff on the counter. And then I locked the door to the store, and I was like, crap, my stuff's in there. So I was like, well, and it's right next to where Jetta's going to be, so I'll pick it up in the morning after I drop her off. So the second movie is White Christmas. It's about two guys who fall for these two girls. It's a musical, so if you love musicals, you're going to enjoy this one. And again, the costumes, the dancing, just everything about it, and is just amazing. They are on a resort that is falling through, and they're trying to keep it going. Meanwhile, keep their get the two ladies that they like get them to marry, and it's just really cute, really funny. And my third movie is a modern one, and it's my absolutely favorite. I even watch it when it's not Christmas time because it's just one of them movies you can watch any time of the year, and it's always on Netflix. I have the DVD that I've watched so many times I could probably say the script myself, but it's Love Actually with Colin Firth, Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, Gary Oldman, I don't think that's right. The one from Harry Potter that passed away. He's in it. I'm seeing their faces, but their names have just slipped my mind. But it's about love, breakups, getting together, friends, just all different kinds of relationships. And it is so amazing, so funny, so cute, and it's just, I could just watch it every day and never get bored. It's probably something that if I lived on it, had to be on a desert island and pick one Christmas movie, that would probably be it. Because it makes you laugh. It's got Keira Knightley in it. Rick Grimes, when he first started out, is in it. It's just like amazing cast, and I just love that movie. So finally, question number 2. Have you ever had a white Christmas? I've had a few. It depends where I lived at the time when we had them, because down here we don't get snow around Christmas at all. Most of the time, like last year it was in the 70s. We had the air conditioner on, it was sunny, the oven was on cooking dinner, and it was so hot in the house. It was, this year I don't know what kind of weather we're going to have. Hopefully it'll be nice. Not too hot and not too cold, but comfortable. I don't have to worry about heating and all that stuff. But I think my last white Christmas may have been in New Jersey when before we moved here. I was a teenager. I think it was, it may have, I can't remember, it may have been down here. It was like in the early 80s. It was just like one crazy blizzard that happened, so it was probably something like that. But the one I can remember is when we lived in Fort Dix, New Jersey. My dad was still in the Army. We lived on base, and there was a lake that all of us kids would go to during the summer and fish. They had like the stepping stones in it to get to the little bridge that we were all afraid to step on because we didn't know how deep the water was. But in the winter, I hate when the ads interrupt your YouTube music. Anyway, the pond had frozen over and we were able to ice skate on it, and it was just amazing. They don't get that down here. They'll like find a building and freeze the parking lot or something. I don't know how they do it, but that's how we end up skating. It's so weird. It's like down south we don't get all the season changes like you do up north, where the leaves all turn different pretty colors, and we don't get snow. We'll get a little bit, but it melts as soon as it hits the ground. Okay, question number 3. Where do you usually spend Christmas? Well, since I've been living in this house, we usually have Christmas here because it's a big house. My front room's huge, so like I can have my granddaughter and everybody over, and no one's sitting on top of each other crammed, and there's my tea room that me and my daughter-in-law and my sister and my mom go and hang out to get away from the men and their game. We'll watch Netflix with Valerie and stuff like that. Number 4, what are some of your favorite Christmas songs? Oh God. I put down the artists because I love pretty much all Christmas songs. The original Drummer Boy I like, but I can't remember who sings it. But the Trans-Siberian Orchestra with the Canon Children's Choir, that song, every time I hear it, makes me want to cry. It's like, their voices are so beautiful when they sing. You don't hear anyone missing any notes. They're very clear. You can hear what they're saying. And it's just a beautiful song. And then Oh Holy Night by Josh Groban, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's amazing. His voice just like goes right through you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, and it makes me want to cry when I hear that. His voice is just amazing. So those are my 2 favorites. Question number 5. Do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? Yes, at midnight we each open 1 present, which is really hard to do because you have to pick the one. And it's just like, am I going to open the package with the socks, or am I going to open something amazing? But it's always fun doing just the one at midnight. Question number 6. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? This light. I'll just leave it off. I hope you guys can see. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and then Rudolph. I think that's it. Question number 7. I had to like sing the song in my head so I could get the names right. That was a fun question. Okay, question number 7. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to the most this year? I don't know. I don't really have any traditions. I know there's one that I want to start when we buy our own house and I'm home more to do it, because I think it'll be something really fun to do and different, and it's more of an Italian thing, but the 7 fishes during Christmas, I want to make that a tradition in my house, because I am Italian and it's something that my family didn't do. I think my dad's family may have, but like growing up as a kid, my mom and dad, we didn't do that, but I've always wanted to do it. So I think when we buy our own house and we're having family over, I'm going to try to make that a tradition, because I think it's really neat. As long as people like fish, it should go well. But I think my tradition right now is just watching Christmas Story all day long, Christmas Day, over and over again. I never get bored with that. I probably should have put that down as one of my favorite movies, but I think a lot of people love that movie as well, so I wanted to do something that's not quite something that I always watch. So that's number 7. Question number 8 is your Christmas... Oh, my camera shuts off on me. I hate that mess. Okay, question number 8. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? I want a real tree, but I have a carpet. My house is wall-to-wall carpet, so like I don't want to deal with the needles in the carpet and it taking forever to get them out with the vacuum cleaner and all that. So I have a fake tree right now, as you have seen in my pictures and my video. But when we get our own house, I want a house with wood floors, so that, and then I will have a real tree, and I can just sweep them things up out the door and they'll be gone. But I have a fake tree for now. Question number 9. What is your all-time favorite food and sweet treat? Oh, at Christmas, I think my favorite food is my sister makes these amazing sausage balls. I could eat them all day long, but I'd probably get sick, but I don't know what she puts in them, but they're delicious. Those and her deviled eggs that she makes. I love both of them. And then my favorite sweet treat is when my husband makes mini mince pies. I love them things. We have the mince in the jar in the cabinet, and I keep nagging him because we're having Secret Santa at work, and someone decided to make it a potluck as well, so I was trying to decide what to bring, and I'm taking shortbread, but I was like, I should have had him make the mini mince pies, because all it is apple and raisin or whatever. I just love them. They're like this big, perfect finger food size. They're not so sweet that you can't eat more than one. They're just, it's just like eating little mini pie, like mini apple pies. Are just delicious. Okay, and number 10 is, be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? It's kind of I don't know if I like that question, but I'm going to answer it. I like giving presents better. It's expensive, but like, I like to see, it gets me creative, like knowing what people like and trying not to get them the same thing every year, or make something special with something that they like. Okay, what was I? Number 11, what is the best Christmas gift you ever received? I think it may have been when I lived in Germany. We had a Christmas there, and I got the Wizard of Oz castle, and it had all the characters, and it had this little ball that showed one side Dorothy and one side the Wicked Witch, and the thing was like huge. It was like the size of a dollhouse, and I just loved that thing. So I think that was it. I can't remember, but that's one that I remember as being one of my best gifts. And then last year, my husband giving me a box, and it was filled with all these vase heads. I don't know how long he had been collecting them, or if he was just online or going antiquing without me and bought them all, but that was an amazing gift as well. It's hard to tell. You have so many Christmases in your life, and you usually get really good gifts, so it's hard to pick one favorite. That's one thing with the tags that is so hard, is when they ask you to pick one thing. It's like impossible. Question number 12. What would be your dream place to visit for Christmas season? Going to England. My husband and I want to go to England one Christmas to see his family. I just think it's going to be a different experience, whether there's snow or not. There may be snow. Sometimes they do have white Christmases sometimes. The marketplaces, chestnuts, and I don't know. When I think of Christmas in England, you can't help but think of the past in England, just with the history and everything. So that's one of the things I want to do. I just think it would be really fun, and I probably wouldn't want to ever come back. Question 13. Are you a pro present wrapper, or do you fail miserably? Well, I don't think I'm a pro, but I try to make them look as nice as I can, and sometimes if I run out of paper, I buy gift bags, because it's easier to stick everything in the bags, and when they travel out, they don't have to fumble with everything. And with Valerie, I buy her so much stuff. I buy those big cellophane bags with the Christmas or birthday on it, and I just fill it with all her presents so that my son can take them all home at one journey and not up and down their stairs in their apartment. Okay, question number 14. Most memorable holiday moment. I thought of it today. I didn't write all my answers down. It was another one living in Germany. I was in the Girl Scouts, and we used to Christmas carol to everyone's homes. Something I don't see happening anymore. I mean, nowadays it's probably too dangerous, but I miss stuff like that, where people knock on your door and there's a little choir out front and they sing to you. And we would do that and come in the house and have hot chocolate and marshmallows and maybe make s'mores. And then I always remember we put a shoe out our front door, and then it would get filled with candy. And that best advent calendars, the best gingerbread. It was just, that's the stuff I remember. Okay, and number 15, what made you realize the truth about Santa? Again, another question that's, I guess just growing older, you start to realize that things aren't always what they seem, but I still think it's fun to do Santa and get pictures with Santa, and seeing all the kids' faces when they see him. Some of them don't like him very much, because he looks so big to them with the red and the big beard and everything. But I still think it's really cool. And I guess you just grow up, and if you have really little brothers and sisters, you just pretend that you don't know nothing, and you help your parents or whatever. Number 16 is the last question. What makes the holiday special for you? For me, it's special being around my family. We're all together, laughing, cutting up, watching Christmas Story over and over again, eating good food, and especially now that I have a granddaughter, just having her around makes it even more special because this is all her firsts every year. So like she's growing up and she's starting to be able to, you can buy her the older girl toys and not little things that she will grow out of. Like she's into, I found out her mommy told me that she likes lip gloss, and I like that she's at the age where I can buy her that stuff, but it's not going to be something that's too grown up. It's just going to be just a little slight lip gloss, or maybe paint her nails, just little teeny things, girly things. But I love buying her toys that help her learn because she loves to learn and she's already so smart. So things like that, and watching Christmas movies with her is always fun, and giving her loads of cookies and then sending her with her daddy and her mommy. But I guess my grandparents did that to me and my sister. We always left her house with bags of candy, you name it, we left her house with it. So now that's my tag. I'm going to tag a few ladies, and I'll put their channels, if you haven't seen their channels, down below. And I'm going to open my W7 Advent calendar and then get my pajamas, say goodnight, take my pajamas, get them on, set my hair. I'll probably go to bed at 1. December 19th is right in front of me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm going to have to turn this light on because it's a very pretty red glittery nail polish. I'm so excited, and I went and bought the similar size at Ulta, and it was in my Advent calendar. Oh well, I have 2 pretty ones. Let's see what that one is. It may be Red Dazzle. I think, yeah, it's Red Dazzle because, I mean, Pillar Bucks red's not going to have glitter in it. Glitter has some dazzle. Okay, guys, so I hope everyone liked the Christmas tag. Like I said, tag yourself and do the tag if you have a channel, and let me know so I can watch it, because I'd love to hear people's favorite Christmas stories and movies and music and things like that. And I will see you guys tomorrow for December 20th with my Marilyn Monroe inspired tutorial. Thanks for watching. Good night, guys.